Apple's biggest WWDC 2023 announcements. In addition to the typical software announcements, Apple showed some fascinating new hardware. The 2023 Worldwide Developers Conference demonstrated that there will be plenty to look forward to in the following months. From AR/VR devices and new Macs to iOS 17 and a redesigned watchOS interface, here are all of Apple's major announcements. 1. Pro Vision. The Vision Pro, Apple's new AR/VR headset, was by far the most important 2023 reveal. If you have $3,499 to spare, you can soon be immersed in famous video games as well as 2D and 3D movie streaming. When watching movies, what you see can extend beyond the confines of your current space, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the action. The Vision Pro includes spatial audio technology, which adapts the sound based on your location. You can use the headgear with tools like FaceTime and Apple Notes to collaborate remotely and connect loved ones. And it even supports 3D photo editing. Along with the hardware, Apple revealed the VisionOS software, which means the headset will receive regular software updates, just like your iPhone and Apple Watch. It has an external battery that can run for up to 2 hours on a single charge. Apple also announced a partnership with gaming software company Unity to offer apps to Vision Pro. In addition, when the Vision Pro hits the market in early 2024, consumers will have access to Disney Plus's array of services. Vision Pro will be offered first in the United States, with additional regions following shortly after. 2. The Mac Pro. With all of the enthusiasm and conversation around the Vision Pro, it's easy to overlook the other exciting 2023 revelations. The release of the Apple Silicon Mac Pro powered by the M2 Ultra processor was one of the most significant pieces of news. The unified memory on the 2023 Mac Pro will be 192 GB. You'll also get 800 GB per second of bandwidth to use for your creative endeavors. It also has 8 Thunderbolt connections and PCIe expansion slots, both of which are firsts for an Apple Silicon Mac. The Mac Pro is presently available for pre-order for $6,999 and will begin delivery on June 13, 2023. 3. MacBook Air 15-inch. The 15-inch MacBook Air powered by the M2 processor was Apple's first announcement at WWDC 2023. Apple claims it can provide up to 18 hours of battery life, which is quite good for an 11.5mm laptop. The 15-inch M2 MacBook Air is 12 times faster than the quickest Intel-based MacBook Air, according to Apple. It has a 1080p camera and MagSafe charging, just like the 13-inch M2 MacBook Air. The 15-inch MacBook Air will cost you $1,299. It's presently available for pre-order, and it'll begin shipping alongside the Mac Pro on June 13, 2023. A $100 discount is available if you have the Apple Student discount or work in the education sector. 4. The Mac Studio. The Mac Studio has also had a hardware makeover for 2023, with the M2 Max and M2 Ultra CPUs. The beginning price remains $1,999, but it will be available on June 13, 2023. Much like the Mac Pro and the 15-inch MacBook Air, the Mac Studio supports 8K screens with refresh rates up to 240 Hz thanks to the higher bandwidth HDMI connector. It also has 4 Thunderbolt ports on the back and 2 on the front. It supports the Wi-Fi 6E standard for wireless networking. 5. Sonoma for macOS. Widgets are possibly the most intriguing macOS Sonoma feature. You can now keep your widgets on your desktop rather than having to click on the time and date to expose them. To add widgets to your desktop previously, you had to use an app like Widgetwall. In macOS Sonoma, widgets are also more interactive. You can complete tasks and check items off your to-do list without having to open the app. You'll also be able to choose whether or not to overlay yourself during video conferences. This enables for a more participatory experience. Another new feature is the ability to react in real time via augmented reality. Safari will also get web apps and a new profile creation tool, which will allow you to organize your browsing history based on whether it's for business, studying, or personal usage. 6. iOS 17. In iOS 17, live voicemail will display a written version of any voicemails you get, similar to audio message transcription. After that, you can select what to do next. In iOS 17, you'll be able to create contact posters by drawing inspiration from personalizing lock screens in iOS 16. You can alter the font and your photo here. If you prefer, you can use a memoji instead. Check Of is one of the most essential new features of iOS 17. You can notify others when you're safe at home, and the feature will automatically detect your return. If something goes wrong, you can update your projected time, and if loved ones suspect something is wrong, they can contact you. Other new iOS 17 features include interactive widgets, a new journal app, messages search filters, and video messages for missed FaceTime calls. 17th iPadOS. Apple's iPadOS 17 upgrades will include the lock screen customization options gained by iPhone with iOS 16, including font tweaks. You'll also get interactive widgets similar to those found in iOS 17 and macOS Sonoma, and the Health app will finally be available on iPad. Freeform will get new drawing tools, while Messages will get call filters and swiping up to reply, both of which will be available with iOS 17. More PDF document editing capabilities will also be added to iPadOS, as well as enhancements to the Stage Manager feature. 8. watchOS 10. watchOS 10 also includes a number of new features. In addition to fully revamped apps, it will include a smart stack for browsing the weather, your calendar, and much more. Several new cycling features, such as the ability to link to Bluetooth-enabled bicycles, will also be released. The Weather app, like iOS 16, will alter based on the time of day. watchOS 10 also has 2 new watch faces, one of which features Snoopy and Woodstock, and interacts and plays with watch hands, as well as reacts to weather conditions. Apple revealed various new hardware and software items at WWDC 2023. As you can see, the star of the show, though, is definitely the Vision Pro R/VR headset, which fans will eagerly await in 2024. Software-wise, not much has changed, but you'll still get a few useful features. We finally got to see the Apple Silicon Mac Pro that we'd been waiting for years, and the 15-inch MacBook Air is ideal for people looking for a larger Apple laptop without breaking the bank.